Traveling by air not happening. Even traveling by car is discouraged tomorrow given poor visibility and the amount of snow that's going to be falling across Connecticut. And of course, on top of that, we've got the possibility of power outages across the state. So always, of course, a good reason to have the Channel 3 app. Download that, stay informed. We'll be keeping you updated all day long. So from Winter Storm Bobby, we're looking at, of course, heavy snow, poor visibility, and then blowing of all that snow as the wind could gust up to perhaps even over to 55 miles an hour. That could create near blizzard conditions. If this were to happen, most likely across southeastern Connecticut. And again, speaking to those power outages, could be isolated to scattered as we go through the course of the day. And then on top of all of this, it's going to be very cold with a wind chill that eventually goes sub-zero. So an early warning pinpoint Doppler kind of amped up the sensitivity here, showing some lighter snow now reaching Interstate 84, including the Hartford metro area, with even some moderate snow now coming down, for instance, in New London. So from Waterbury, not bad. Certainly roads are a little bit wet as we check out Interstate 84 down to 27 degrees. There you can see the flakes flying from New London, currently 30, and it's been snowing here for a couple of hours. So again, enough to coat up the ground there. Visibility certainly dropping across Connecticut. New Haven down to around a mile, 2-mile visibility now in Hartford. Here's Futurecast visibility tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., a mile or less throughout a good part of Connecticut. Look at the southeastern corner of our state, quarter of a mile or less. This is where we could achieve blizzard conditions, especially with the blowing and the drifting of the snow. We have a visibility to a quarter mile or less with winds, say 35 miles an hour or higher for 3 consecutive hours. So we're going to be watching that for you. And notice by lunchtime tomorrow, visibility still a mile or less across Connecticut, but then things start to improve as the storm begins to lift away as we head toward and past sunset tomorrow. Currently, winds are up out of the north, not terribly strong, but they are sending colder air into the state. So while we're in the upper 20s and low 30s here in Connecticut, we've got 12 in Albany, 0 in Burlington, Vermont. That's the air temperature, not the wind chill. That's the colder air that will continue funneling southward. High pressure is going to lock that cold air in and allow, again, Bobby, which is in the still formative stages here coming off the mid-Atlantic coast, to move northward. And we're going to see, of course, all snow from beginning to end. So here's Futurecast showing how the storm is going to rapidly intensify, throwing a lot of moisture back across southern New England. We could see some heavy bands of snow set up to our east. Those could work into eastern Connecticut. But here's the situation even at noon tomorrow, still snowing statewide. Those darker shades of blue indicating that moderate to heavy snow. And as we head toward 5, 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, the snow begins to wind down and taper off as that storm lifts away. So the snow, obviously a big factor with this storm, also the wind. So the winds out there again, these are the gusts. They're sustained currently around 10 to 20 for those gusts here in the 11 o'clock hours. We head towards 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. We could see wind gusts 45 to 55 miles an hour, especially to the southeast of 84 and throughout southeastern Connecticut and along the shoreline. And that's basically where we hang out through early afternoon. And it's not until later tomorrow evening that the winds start to subside a bit again as the storm begins lifting up toward the Canadian Maritimes. So we have adjusted snowfall totals just a little bit. The greatest number or the greatest totals will be coming in just to the east of us. So closest to the Rhode Island border is where we could see the 12 to 18 inches. As you head farther west, those numbers come down a bit. You reach 91 in points west from there to Route 8, say 8 to 12 inches, 4 to 8 in the hills of northwest Connecticut. So certainly still a very high impact storm. Temperatures tomorrow, we're going to start off in the low 20s and then drop through the course of the day into the teens. So when you factor in the wind chill values in the morning at or below 0 at 7, by the afternoon, we're going to go sub-zero all across Connecticut, 5, 10, 15 degrees below 0. So that's going to be dangerous when you go out to clear and remove some of the snow. By Sunday morning, when the sun's coming out, wind chill values between 10 and 20 degrees below 0. So Sunday afternoon, breezy, not as windy as tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. We hit rock bottom. Temperatures even Monday, early in the day, could get close to 0, and then a nice warming trend. Mid-30s by Tuesday, mid-40s by Wednesday, close to 50 by Thursday. Our next storm system comes in the form of rain Thursday into Friday.